All right, everybody, today I'm gonna cook up some seared fluke. That's gonna go with some fondant potatoes, English pea puree, caramelized pearl onions, and finishing it off with a zesty hollandaise. All right, let's get started cooking. All right, guys, I got my fish here. There's probably tons of videos on YouTube on how to fillet this, and I'm probably gonna do it like that. But the one thing I like to do when I fillet fluke is I like to have a nice knife that's got flex to it, because that'll ride right along the bone when I'm filleting that guy. I'm gonna start off like any fish, you know. Make that incision right here by the collar all the way up. What you'll do is there's a line right here, and you follow that right down, and you'll feel the knife scrape. And you kind of gotta like lift the meat up from the actual bone. And there's a little belly there, you're just gonna go right around that. And that's the first fillet. Then you do the same thing on this side, there's a smaller fillet. Pretty much completely clear of meat. Trim that right off. So now to take the skin off, just start like that, like any fish. Get it started, grab it, and just let the knife just do the work. That's it, skin comes right off. And there's actually this ribbon here, and that's actually a little bit chewy. Some people actually save that for bait, but I'm not gonna use that today. And that's it.
Alright, so I'm gonna start making those fondant potatoes. I got 6 Yukon Golds here. I'm gonna cut them in half and try to cut them into cylinders as even as I can. If you have a ring mold, this will be easy. And I'm gonna save that potato scrap for the morning. I'll make something else out of that.
So the easiest way to peel these pearl onions is to just put them in a little bit of ice water, let them sit in there for a few minutes, and that really helps. And if you can find these at the store peeled, that'll make it a lot easier.
So here I'm gonna take 1 shallot and I'm gonna dice that up for the puree.
Alright guys, first things first, I'm gonna get that English pea puree started. Get a little pot, throw a little bit of butter in there, let that melt. Get about 2 tablespoons of, or half a shallot in that pot and start sweating it out. Once the shallot is sweat out, throw some peas in there. Give a little toss. And then add in a little bit of vegetable stock, just enough to cover the peas. Let that cook until the peas are tender, and we'll make our puree. Alright guys, a little bit of sunflower oil in the pan. It could be canola oil, anything like that. It's just what I have. For the fondant potatoes, we're going to put these right in there. Medium-high heat. Try to get the flat side down. Once the peas come to a boil, lower that and just let that simmer. So once you see these potatoes are starting to get a little bit of color like that, well, I'm going to do a little bit more. You want them to have a little bit of color on them. Once the potatoes have good color, add a little bit of butter in there and put some salt in it. Gonna get a little bit of salt on those. A little pepper. I got my oven preheated to 400. I'm gonna slip those right in and check them in 20 minutes. If you run out of stock and it starts to get a little bit evaporated, just put a little bit more on top and give them a nice fresh coat. Just keep going. So I just put this pan on there. I'm gonna put those pearl onions in there. And I'm gonna take some water and put that water right in. Once this water evaporates, the onion should be most of the way cooked. And then I'll then finish it with butter. And don't forget to season everything. Put some salt on those onions. Forgot to put a little salt in there while that's cooking. Put some butter in there. And let that melt down beautifully. So let those get lightly golden brown. All right guys, while that's going, the peas are done. I'm gonna take actually most of it out. I don't know if I'll use all the liquid, but I might. But it's better to have a little stock left over than use too much. Let's go ahead with half that. Little shake, it's looking good. You got some nice color with that butter. Just gonna deglaze it one more time with a little bit of water. And that'll all come right off. Pearl onions are good to go. Oh man guys, would you look how creamy that looks. Now you're gonna wanna pass this through a nice fine strainer so that the texture is ultra smooth. Now look at that guys, it looks great. Give it a little taste and adjust the seasoning. And I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of lemon juice in there. All right guys, so I'm gonna start making that Hollandaise. I'm gonna use 2 egg yolks. I just use my hands because I can get more white off that way. You're gonna want to take this butter, cut it up into small little pieces. Take the bowl with the egg yolks and put a nice fresh squeeze of lemon in there. And then just a little splash of water. Just about that. Actually, that's salted butter. So I'm gonna use just a little bit of pepper. And basically, we're just gonna steam this on here for about maybe, I'd say like a minute, till the eggs are looking frothy. All right guys, that's about what you want it to look like. And now we're gonna slowly add the butter in. I'm gonna start off with just a little bit. We wanna make sure to emulsify this slowly. If you put all the butter in, you risk a chance of it breaking. If it gets too hot, guys, just take it off. Yeah. All right, guys, all the butter's in. It's starting to look really good. Thank you, Mara, for putting the butter in. I'm just gonna put a little bit more lemon and some fresh orange zest. Beautiful. All right, I got my awesome Fluke here. I'm gonna season up both sides with salt and pepper. Time to sear the Fluke. You can use oil, but I like clarified butter. Time to lay that Fluke in. This fish is gonna take no time, guys. Like 2-3 minutes on the one side, finish it on the other for another minute, and it's done. All right guys, take the toothpick, check your potatoes. If it goes right through, those fondant potatoes are done. Fluke is done, guys. So I garnished this dish with some sprouts, and I forgot to add it on camera, but I added some fresh chives to the Hollandaise. let's give that a shot. I'm really excited. First, I'm gonna try the fish. Guys, that's so good. You gotta give that one a shot. What do you guys think about this one?
Awesome.
Awesome?
Awesome.
What do you like about it?
I got a mouthful of food.
The potatoes.
To me, it's the combo. The fish, the onion, the little sprouts, the sauce, the pea. It's a great bite all together. Boom.
That was good. If you guys want to give that a shot, I got the full recipe in the description. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, definitely do that so you can see more cool recipes like these. And I'll see you next time on The Line Cook.